Good afternoon and welcome everyone for joining us today for RAK Tourism Development Authority information session in collaboration with the American University of Ras Al Khaimah. My name is Rasha Mohsen from Al Qasim Foundation Scholarship Office, who will be presenting today with you. I'm happy that so many students and professionals are excited to learn about other scholarship opportunities and academic programs. So today we are hosting our respected speakers from RAK Tourism Development Authority, who are presenting Ms. Sarah, Senior Director of Human Resource, and then Dr. Osama from American University of Ras Al Khaimah. Welcome Dr. Osama and Ms. Sarah for our event today. Okay, so we'll start our question first. I would like to Ms. Sarah. So Ms. Sarah, please, can you give us some introduction or brief summary about RAKTDA, or RAK Tourism Development Authority?
So a brief summary of Ras Al Khaimah Tourism. So before we can understand what any organization does, the first thing that we need to know is how this organization gets its money. And for Ras Al Khaimah Tourism, we get our money in two ways. We get our money from issuing licenses for establishments such as hotels, restaurants, campsites, tour attractions, the Jebel Jais mountain. And we also get our revenue or our money from tourists. So the tourists who come and stay at hotels, they pay a fee in order to stay at this hotel. It's called a tourism dirham. If you've ever stayed in a hotel, you will know. And also something called a tourism fee or a destination tax, depending on which destination you're visiting. So this is how Ras Al Khaimah, as an entity, how we are sustainable with our own revenue, our own money coming into the business. Now, what we do as Ras Al Khaimah Tourism is we're here to market the destination, to promote the destination, to make sure that people, tourists, local visitors come and visit our amazing emirate. And the way that we do that is we develop hotels, or we help with the investments to build hotels in Ras Al Khaimah. We help with the investments to build restaurants. We help with infrastructure development, such as developing Jebel Jais and all of the tourist attractions on Jebel Jais, plus collaborating with the other government stakeholders in Ras Al Khaimah. Not so brief, but you get the point.
We have more questions coming about this. Thanks so much. Now, Dr. Osama, so now tourism and hospitality management program is offered recently at the American University of Ras Al Khaimah. So I understand it's a new program. So if you please let us know or give more information about this program.
First of all, thank you for having me in this session. And this program is offered in the School of Business at RAK. RAK is one of the best universities in the UAE. It ranks number 11 now, which is a great achievement. And the School of Business received the accreditation of AACSB. There's only a few schools they have this accreditation, which made the school more unique and attractive. And recently we added the hospitality and tourism program. So basically the student will study business in hospitality and tourism. So the first 2 years will be in business, and then they will continue in tourism and hospitality. And as you can see from the title of the program, it is a combination between both hospitality and tourism. In some other universities, they teach them separately, but luckily in RAK, we have this combination. So the student can choose to work in the hospitality sector or in the tourism. And the difference between hospitality and tourism, in the hospitality is the services that the tourism sector provides. For example, hotels, it could be airlines, it could be motels, museums, all of those related to the hospitality. And in the tourism, it is a wider sector, and the students choose to work in both. This program is also offered in collaboration with Appalachian State University in USA. The students will have the chance to go in their final semester to USA and finish their study there in USA. Also, we focus on the practical and industrial experience. Sorry, I mean, maybe I get disconnected, but yeah, this is brief about this program.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Osama. So, Ms. Sarah, so now I think this for the first time, RAKTDA will offer a scholarship for Ras Al Khaimah community students. So would you please tell us about what is the purpose of that scholarship?
There are many purposes of the scholarship, Rasha. Thank you for that question, because I really hope that this will attract people to join this particular field and this particular industry. We have a very strong vision by 2025 and 2030 from an Emiratization in hospitality and tourism in Ras Al Khaimah. And Dr. Osama, you're totally right. It's very two different things. And it's amazing that you offer such an incredible opportunity for the students to have both in one, because we have so many opportunities coming up from a tourism and the hospitality perspective in Ras Al Khaimah over the next 3 years at the soonest. So now is an excellent time for students to be coming on board, for Emirati students specifically to be coming on board and to be learning about this incredible industry, in order to really make sure that we have a good population of Emiratis in our workforce by 2025. In Ras Al Khaimah tourism, for example, our Emirati population is 20%. However, that's much lower in the hotels and in other hospitality industries. With the way that we're going and our livability for 2030 in Ras Al Khaimah, it's only going to grow, and these positions and these opportunities are only going to get bigger. So the more people early on study this incredible subject that brings so much value to the destination, the faster that we can integrate, especially the Emiratis, into the hospitality world.
So in this regard, so what are the benefits of the scholarships, like recipients, after the students graduate?
From Ras Al Khaimah tourism's perspective?
Yes.
So there's many benefits of the scholarship program during. Obviously, we'll cover the expenses of the students who are studying. But while they're still studying, we provide career opportunities, work placements. So they're able to be exposed in the business world much before they graduate. So once they graduate, we'll be offering them, anyone who has a scholarship with us or who's one of the lucky few to get a scholarship with Ras Al Khaimah Tourism, we will guarantee work placement following the scholarship at a hospitality industry of their choice. So this is something that we will benefit, or that we will give them as a benefit.
Thank you, Sarah. So Dr. Osama, so in your opinion, how can Ras Al Khaimah improve tourism?
As Rasha mentioned, there is a grow up in the tourism industry in the next few years. And having those experts like the students, which will graduate with a lot of knowledge and skills, this will help Ras Al Khaimah to get developed. So we need, there is a high demand on employment. We need some specialists and experts in this field. And this is very important. Now, the students have the opportunity to do that. In many other countries, there is a lot of universities that teach this program, but here in UAE, only a few universities, they offer this program. Maybe after 10 years, they will start offering more and more from this program. But those students who join early, they will get the benefit from that. And again, it is very interesting specialization or major. So students will interact with people, they will have fun, they will meet different cultures, they will really enjoy it.
Dr. Osama. And so in the light of the tourism program, so tell us about like the benefits. What are like students' experience on this field? So what they will benefit from this experience and this program specifically?
This program, by the way, a lot of my colleagues who graduated from this program, my bachelor was in hotel and tourism. A lot of them worked in different sectors even. Some of them, they work in banks, in hospitals, because this program teaches them how to communicate, how to provide good customer service, problem solving. It is based on both soft and technical skills. Students will be attractive for any other companies, not only tourism and hospitality. Now, banks, they like those people who are good at communication skills and customer service. Those students who are like having this major will be attractive to the other sectors. In addition, during the study, we will, as Ms. Rasha mentioned, they will have the opportunity to work in tourism sector. So they will improve and strengthen their skills by going to RAK tourism and get some training done. And RAK tourism is one of the best and the most important places that they can really strengthen and improve the students' skills. I'm dealing with RAK tourism now in terms of providing and delivering a tour guide program. And there is a good and a strong relationship between AURAC and RAK tourism. So the students will be benefiting and they will be lucky to go and get experience from RAK tourism.
So, Dr. Osama, so do you think the students and parents specifically have enough awareness about that program? The importance of the future of tourism and hospitality, what are the future? So do you face also any challenges when you are promoting the program and recruiting students for this program?
Yes, we do face some challenges and some awareness issues. Some parents and some families, they link tourism with bad stuff. Like they think it is not good a place to work in, but it is better compared to 20 years ago. 20 years ago, they think that tourism is haram. You can't work in tourism. But today they get a little bit like they are more aware about this. However, I mean, they should know more that tourism and hospitality, there is a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors, a lot of companies that they can work in. And we teach them a lot of like scientific and theories and something related to business. It's not related to nightclubs or pubs or whatever. There is a lot of opportunities and it is tourism was like exist a long time ago, but in the universities we just starting teaching it. So yeah, again, they should think again and more about that. The tourism industry is one of the good options, and there's no bad or like non-acceptable things going behind tourism.
Thank you, Dr. Osama. Okay, so now, Sarah, so why you think tourism is good for Ras Al Khaimah Emirates? So what is the need of the tourism on Ras Al Khaimah?
So what a lot of people don't realize is that tourism is it's a seed. And once you have a seed of tourism in a country or in a city or wherever it is, the city and the country will suddenly grow. in exponential ways. We saw it with Dubai. You know, as soon as Dubai built the Burj Al Arab in 99, since 99, the amount of progress, the amount of growth, the amount of worldwide recognition that Dubai has, I won't even say quadrupled, because it's much, much bigger than that. And it started with a strategy to focus on tourism, to not depend on their oil and their gas, and to focus on tourism. And in Ras Al Khaimah, we're just starting. And so our seed is being planted now. And once the seed grows, it's going to start opening up new malls, new things to do, new places to go. It will start to develop the city so that people don't want to go to Dubai anymore to have fun or to go shopping. They'll want to stay in Ras Al Khaimah because tourism has helped grow that industry. All of the great restaurants will start to open. But in order for that to happen, we need to have tourism. We need to have more people coming in order to spend more money to promote the growth of the destination. So we have hospitals that will start to come, schools that will start to come, our roads will get better, our infrastructure will get better, our mountain will get developed. All of this will happen with the growth of tourism and with the growth of people in tourism. And this is why, especially as Emiratis, it's vital to represent yourselves in the tourism industry, because this is your city. This is your city. And now coming in at this point and helping your city grow, this is the story that you will be telling your children and your children's children and their children's children. So now is the time to really come and to really be part of this amazing transformation in Ras Al Khaimah.
Oh, and on this regard, so what do you think, what is RAKTDA expectation from students who will be enrolling in your scholarship? And
I'm expecting so many students to apply for this scholarship that we will say, no, please, we don't have enough money. This is our expectation from this scholarship. We want students to apply. We want it to be competitive. We want the best in the industry to come in. But more than that, it's exactly like Dr. Osama said, studying tourism, it will open up doors for you, even if you don't want to go into tourism. It teaches you the soft skills of how to talk to people, how to manage difficult situations. It teaches you about other cultures. And in a country like the UAE, where it's 66% is expats, that is a huge number of people that you're interacting with or that you can interact with through this course. It will give you amazing skills to join any other company. So my expectation is that they're running to go and apply for this scholarship because they want to be part of this program.
We too. We're very excited for that. So, okay. Now, Dr. Osama, so I just would like to know your opinion. So, why tourism is important for the economy?
As Ms. Rasha mentioned, she mentioned very important point that tourism will add more sectors such as schools, hospitals. Tourism is the only industry that is related to all other industries. When tourists come, they will use other sectors or other services such as banks, hospitals, schools, everything, transportations. So tourism has a great impact on economic in any country. Also, Ms. Sarah mentioned an important point about how they are related to each other. Now, before I joined RAK, I was teaching in Canadian college. In their textbook, they have case studies about UAE and Dubai and what they did in terms of the tourism and economy. I think maybe this is the only country in Middle East that been taught in American textbooks, which is something that UAE people should be proud of. so again, tourism is connected to all other sectors, and that is why it is very important.
Thank you, Dr. Osama. So, and between AURAC and RAKTDA, just would like to know, like, is there any activities or programs you might offer it, for example, for students or prospective students who might be enrolled or know more about tourism? So is anything will be offered for the community during summer to learn more about tourism and hospitality?
Now, I am delivering tour guide program for tour guides or for travel agencies in order to renew their license. But while I was delivering this program, we explored a few opportunities, such as, for example, customer service programs or consumer behavior, how to analyze the behavior. These types of programs can work for all type of audiences, not only for tour guides or travel agencies. This could work for any individual. It could be for students. Also, we might provide some food and beverage workshops. Ladies might be more interested in this. I'm not specialized in the food and beverage area, but we have delivered this program in different places, and there was a very high demand on this program. A lot of different programs are there on the table to be discussed, and I'm pretty sure there will be a good and strong connection between AURAC and RAK tourism. Miss Sarah would add something.
So we just partnered. I don't know if any of the students know, but Dr. Khulud is amazing. She's amazing. Like I wish.
I'm sorry?
Yes, exactly. She's incredible. We just had a session with her today. I had everyone at the authority join the session, and she tells you all about the history of the UAE, the history of the Emirates, the history of Ras Al Khaimah, the culture, the traditions, the tribes, the things to do in RAK, how to even say hello to people. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. I was gonna tell Dr. Osama that maybe we can have this this short mini series on tourism given to the students, because she was really genuinely amazing. She's incredible. Is she one of the professors on this program?
Yes, and she teaches public speaking in education department. She's not in the School of Business, but we selected we selected her to teach the tour guide program with us. Now she is dealing with tour guide because she has a lot of knowledge about the history. And we learned from here. We went together for field visits 2 times with those tour guides, and she was really amazing. And she knows a lot of things, and we learned from her, Dr. Khalid.
Yeah. She's great. I loved her.
Thank you so much. So lastly, so Sarah would like to know, like, what is your advice for students, like, for example, for high school students who are graduating shortly, like within a few weeks, if they want to consider tourism as their first major bachelor degree? So then, what's your advice for them to expand their knowledge about tourism and what the skills they need to be ready for that experience?
I would say my main advice would be to use these next 4, 5, 6, however long years to really focus on excelling your English and other language skills, because this is going to be vital. It's going to be very hard to get into a tourism field and be successful in tourism when all you speak is Arabic, especially in the UAE. So I would really say work on your language skills, not just English. If you can learn other languages as well, if you want to look into the top countries that come into our emirate and then learn their languages, at least just to say a few basic words and make them comfortable. So number one would be to focus on languages, but number two would be to really know how to have learning agility. And this skill of learning agility, which I define it as, do you know what to do when you don't know what to do? Do you know what to do when you don't know what to do? This is the most important factor in any field that I've been in. I've been in tourism, I've been in construction, I've been in consulting. That skill of learning agility, no matter what industry, what major, wherever they go, knowing what to do when you don't know what to do is very important. So how do you learn something that you don't know how to do? Do you use Google? Do you give up? Do you ask other people for help? Learn how to do what to do. Wait, hold on. I confused myself. Learn how to know what to do when you don't know what to do.
Yeah, true.
Did I confuse everyone or just me?
Now I don't know what to do. No,
I had the previous day manager. She told me, Rasha, okay, I need to throw you in the pool and you need to learn how to swim. You need to figure it out. You have to swim. So,
exactly. And this is the skill that I find is the most missing in people when they come to apply for a job. They feel like, oh, I don't know how to do it. So what? You'll learn. Make a mistake. It's okay. Learn. Make mistakes.
to search, make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. We search, we find options. You need to dig for solutions, right?
Exactly.
So this is how you learn.
Yes. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Go for them. Make big, huge mistakes. Now is the time to make mistakes.
Well, that's true. Okay, Dr. Osama, so I know now it's the season to admit students and meeting parents. So what is your message for RAK prospective students, especially on the Bachelor of Tourism and Hospitality Management?
Okay, in addition to what Ms. Sarah said, and they really need those skills, at RAK, we provide a lot of other activities, and I always encourage the students to participate in those activities. For example, last week, there was an open day to introduce the programs. And some of the students, they participated in this open day. They were welcoming the visitors, providing some information about the programs. I told them that you will have a brighter future because now you don't realize what you are doing, but at some point you will know that you get benefit from this small activity. This will help them to communicate, to improve their people interaction with people. Also, last month, for example, I delivered 2 programs for free for RAK students on how to write their CV and how to do a job interview. A few students came, and those students will really, at some point after 4 years, they will leave with a lot of good experience and the skills. So my advice for students, not just to come to the class and leave, is also to get involved in the other activities in the university, and which will really build a good and strong communication skills. When you go to find or search for a job, you will need those skills because the potential employers will not just look at the knowledge you have. They will not look at your GPA sometimes. They will just look at your soft skills and the way you react and how you behave.
1000%. For sure.
Yeah. This is the big advice. I always tell them, don't just come to the class and leave. I know there is A students, but they can't find job because they are very like isolated. They just want to study and leave. This is not what I'm looking for. You have to focus on improving your skills, soft skills.
100%. That's, and to go on Dr. Osama's point, we only hire fresh grads. We don't care about the skills they have. We don't care about their GPA. We don't care about anything. We hire on two things. We hire on how well they can communicate in English, especially because our business language is English. And the other thing is 100% attitude. And if they don't have the English speaking skills or the attitude, we don't want to see a GPA of, I don't even know what a GPA means, to be very honest. Because it doesn't matter.
Sorry, a lot of students, they come to my office and they cry, "Doctor, my GPA went from A to B plus." I start laughing sometimes. I told them I never received this question in the interview. What is your GPA? No one care about this. They care about more about your interaction.
100%. But out of curiosity, Dr. Osama, what was your GPA? No, I'm joking.
I always tell them I get very low GPA, but I have 3 masters and my PhD was, I get very I get award for my PhD. But when I was at the university, I was careless a little bit. But again, I improved and I was caring more about soft skills. I was attending a lot of sessions here and there, learning. And also, one important advice in tourism sector, sometimes you have to start from the scratch. Not like, for example, banks. Maybe when you graduate in finance or accounting, you can go for a managerial position, maybe. But in tourism, you have to try everything. Work in very low positions, get the skills, and go step by step. If you have the ability to start from the scratch and try different things, you will be successful. But if you think, okay, I finished my bachelor in tourism and hospitality, and now I want to be a hotel manager, you can't be a hotel manager unless you do the very low levels.
So
and you will enjoy for sure.
What do you think about switching career, for example, from, we say, education, for example, or translation to tourism? So do you think it's challenging? Is it easy?
Everything that you set your mind to can be easy. Like, is it going to be tough? Sure, but even if you stay in the same field, unless you're learning something new, it's not going to be a walk in the park. My advice to anyone is to do genuinely what makes them happy. If they're naturally outgoing, sociable people, they're going to love tourism. They're going to love being in this field. But if they're not so outgoing, if they prefer a more private thing, then maybe another major would be for them. But really go with your passion. And I know everyone's like, oh, they say passion, what does passion mean? And it's true, it's difficult to define passion. So if you don't know what your passion is, go for a major that will get you into anywhere. And this is one of those majors because it teaches you the soft skills until you find out what your passion is. And then in which case, change your career path. It's okay.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add before we end our meeting?
I want the best students to apply for this scholarship. I want to see you in RAK Tourism in 4 years or 5.
Yes, okay. So I hope our students are listening and hearing you. So we hope we get the best students in Ras Al Khaimah this year for RAKTDA and RAK as well. Also,
if you need anything, you can reach me at the university. You can just come ask about me. They will guide you to my office. We can talk more if you have any specific questions or concern. I'm always available. I'm a very approachable, can just come to my office anytime.
Thank you so much, Dr. Osama. And thank you, Ms. Sarah, for all valuable information you provided us with, in addition to the advice. So I hope our audience and students today learned about the importance of tourism and hospitality and how it will impact the Emirates, Ras Al Khaimah Emirates in the future. So we have like to receive many applications and we see a growth on hospitality and tourism sector in Ras Al Khaimah. So as a reminder from Scholarship Office, we'd like to remind you that the final deadline of scholarship application will be June 30th. So I hope all the students like who are seeking to apply for scholarship to apply before that date. All our information and requirements are available on our website, www.alqasimfoundation.com. So if you'd like also to know more information about us and what initiative and activities we offer for students during summer and for going forward, please follow us on Instagram, study at AQF, to know any news and all initiatives we offer for you during this time of period. So I hope you benefit from today. Yeah, we're waiting for all your scholarship and inquiry information. Dr. Osama is here, who promised that he will help you whenever you have time to visit RAK.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I
But
hope
there is a question from Sarah Shehi, how to apply for a scholarship.
yeah.
Sarah, I love your name. What is this beautiful name you have?
Yeah.
Mashallah.
All Sarah must not apply for it. You will get it automatically. Sarah Shehi, you will get it automatically because of your name.
Sarah Shehi. We have so many Shehis. Shehis are the mountain tribe. Sah? Sah. So, so we have lots of Shehis at the authority. How to apply for the scholarship? So Sarsuri, lovely Rasha in Al-Qasmi Foundation has given you the website. Email her or go to the website directly. Al-Qasmi Foundation is handling everything for us, A to Z. Thank you so much, Al-Qasmi Foundation, for your support. So if you want to apply for the scholarship, please visit the Al-Qasmi Foundation. Sarsuri, you come to me in 4 years. Khalas, you're applying, no more.
Okay. So any other question? Our audience, students, parents? Please keep in touch with us for your scholarship application, and our team will be in touch with you if you provide your contact details. Yeah, we hope like you will be one of our candidates for this academic year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions before we end our audience? Any question before we end our info session today? Okay. Thank you so much again, Dr. Osama and Ms. Sarah, for all your time and all information and advice for students tonight. So I hope you had a wonderful time with us. And thank you again for all your support and collaboration.